how are you guys doing? Yeah, okay. Hi. Who do we have here? Oh, don't forget to put on my chat. Don't be like me. Okay. Hey, Sue. Hey, Reagan. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lily. Hey, Keeping It Real with Lefty. What's up? Every time I read that, I don't realize it's due until I get to Lefty. Because I think there's a Keeping It something with Katie or something. I forget where. There's another account that starts like that. And I always think it's that person. It's weird. Hey, April. Hey, Autistic Shield. Hi, Steffi. Hey, Animal Lover. Rarely Care. What's up? Lisa, just Lisa. Have I really been going live that often lately? I just got an argument about them. Like, I haven't been live every day. I mean, dude, there's a record. Go check. Maybe I have been. I don't know. Hey, Claire. Hey, oh, hey, Smear Cat. Oh, I like that little heart sticker. Hey, Tiffany, Estella, Heather. All right, I think I'm caught up. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the drink now because if I don't, then my ice is going to start melting. And this drink, water can be your enemy. This drink when you're constructing this drink, and in fact, the instructions on the website where I found it, they have it wrong. And I wasn't even thinking of it. I mean, it's been a couple decades since I took a course and I don't know, and it's in bartending where you're making the craftsmanship kind of drinks, in the layered drinks and everything. It's been a while since I took that, a couple decades probably, and I don't really remember much of how it goes with the consistency and the density of the liquids and everything. So I'm making this drink. I'm like, this isn't right. I'm like, it's blending. It's not supposed to blend. And then it has to be backwards because one I know was heavier than the other. And okay. Anyway, so I'm going to show you the right way. But the name of the drink though is Bob Marley. I pulled up Google when I was at the liquor store. And I'm like, what do I want to make? What do I want to drink? And I like doing the layer drinks because they're very pretty. So I went online and looked at what my options were, and how I could get through this where it didn't wreck my pocket. And this is what I came up with. So let me pull that up real quick. I didn't even think to pull up a link to the drink or whatever. And apparently my computer's not thinking of it either. Okay. So I've been using the first search result that comes up. It's by the Soccer Mom blog. Put the link in chat. I mean, you don't have to pull it up now and look at it. Just free records, whatever, later on. But like I said, they got it wrong. I just like to give credit where credit is due, I guess. There it is. I'm going to show you a picture of it, though. I'm going to try to. Okay. Just going to get bigger. Wait a minute. Let me get that a little smaller. There you go. That's what it looks like. And it is. It's very pretty. The only thing is that we're not going to have green. We're going to have blue mostly because the pineapple rum I bought, according to this recipe, the pineapple rum is supposed to be yellow, but mine's clear. So, and you don't really want to mix it like pineapple juice with the blue curacao because it's going to be a different weight consistency and it's not going to layer properly. So you really kind of, and this is one of those drinks where you need to pay attention to the what the recipe says as far as like how much to use or what ratio to use that, because if you deviate from that, then you could very likely mess with consistency of the layers and they won't layer properly. So let me check here real quick. Okay, so what you're going to need is, let me see, turn this on. Okay. So any kind of glass. It can be a highball glass, it can be a rocks glass, it can be a margarita glass, anything that's going to showcase the layers well. I wouldn't recommend though like a martini glass because I think that might prove a little difficult with the shape of it. So I would something which was fairly consistent as far as the distance apart going up and down the glass. So to begin, you're going to take your grenadine, and it's about an ounce of grenadine. You're going to just pour it right in the glass, straight in the glass, an ounce. I'm not going to measure it out because whatever. This part doesn't really matter if you get it right. You want to have at least an ounce though. So if you do like an ounce and a half, it's not going to matter. See? And then you're going to put ice in the glass. Okay. So you're going to fill the glass up with ice. Okay, then you're going to take your shaker. And I'd only put maybe a couple ice cubes in it, like 2. You don't want to use. I don't want to use too much because it's not going to hold. Now, like I said, we're going to do this backwards. So, because what the recipe calls for is the yellow in the middle. The yellow needs to go on top. So this is the green part or blue. So it's blue curacao, which is an orange flavored liqueur, but it's blue. So it's pretty. And I would do an ounce, a shot, an ounce, whatever. And then this is where you're supposed to use the yellow pineapple rum, but I don't have yellow pineapple rum. I only have clear pineapple rum, but I don't want to exchange it for like the pineapple juice because it's going to mess with the consistency. So you want to stick with the same kind of liquor because most liquor across the board, like all your rums are going to have pretty much the same consistency for the most part, except for like your stronger ones, like 151 rum or something. It's just crazy though. They should be crazy. So then you want to shake it just for a second. You don't want to go too crazy with it, just a little shake. And then you're going to pour it into your glass. Now, here, let me just, I have to try and pull back a little. I'll do it here. You want to pour this in slowly because if you let it go in too fast or too quickly, it's going to just blend itself. If you use a spoon, turn it upside down like this and just put it off to the side and pour over that, like that, then it'll pour much easier. Now you're going to get some blending, but you don't want it to just blend all the way. You want to be able to still see the layers. So, see? It looks way more impressive in person than it does in the camera. It's annoying. All right. Dump this out. Just put a couple ice cubes in again. And now you're going to use your coconut rum. So I'm going to do 1 full ounce, or that's actually like a shot and a half, I think, 1.5 full ounces. And then 3 to 4 equal size measurements of pineapple juice. The recipe calls for 1 ounce of the rum and then like 4 ounces of pineapple juice. You could probably go a little more or less. I don't think it's going to matter much. But I'm going to stick with close to the ratio. There. Then put the top on, shake it up for a second, and you don't need to shake it much. This drink's served with ice, so you don't really need to shake it cold and, whatever. I just like to shake it because it gets all frothy and stuff with the pineapple juice. Like, I love that. It's like my favorite part when it gets all frothy. I love that word too, frothy. Okay. And again, just use a spoon, pour it in. And this just fill right up to the top. Yeah, it's putting a little bit. There we go. All right, I blended a little bit, but not so bad. Then you garnish it with any kind of fruit you want. I didn't think of garnish until the last minute, so I ran to the closest store that was still open and grabbed the first thing I could find. And that was watermelon. So I'm going to garnish mine with watermelon. See, just a couple sticks right in there, whatever. I have to be fancy. There. Or maybe right over the top. I don't know. And that's it. And I recommend drinking this with straw because otherwise you won't get the full, taste of it all because it's layered like that. I'm going to eat this though first. This is watermelon and cream. It looks so good. Okay. That's it. That's the Bob Marley. And I imagine I haven't had a sip of it yet. I didn't even have a sip of it when I made it earlier. I just want to make sure they're layered correctly. Yeah, when I do it their way, I do it with yellow in the middle. It doesn't matter. As soon as I pour in the blue, it just blends right together, and then it just turns like a shit brown. No, not shit brown, but like a greenish brown kind of. It's like it doesn't even look pretty. Okay, fine, it's not layered, but if it's not going to layer, can it just still look pretty? But it doesn't. It doesn't even look pretty. No. All right, check and chat. Now I'm going to try this. And Sue, thank you very much. This is the straw you sent me with that cup. I don't typically use straws all that often, but like tonight I didn't even think about it until like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, I don't have a straw. I need a straw to drink it. And I remembered I had your straw. Mm-hmm. Yay. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. So another drink too you can do with these ingredients is a blue Hawaiian, which is on the Malibu rum or coconut rum, the blue curacao, and pineapple juice. That's good too. That was my like appointed signature drink or whatever of like my 16 to 17 and part of 18 years of age. All right, so hey, little mousy girl, I'm ready for a drink. Yay! We took my place. I can do a blue Hawaiian next. We'll see. Right now, I'm loving this. This won't be super strong though. This drink, there's maybe 2 shots, more like a shot and a half, I'd say. Maybe no, and maybe it is a little strong when I think about it. About 2 shots of rum, different kinds of rum, and then the blue curacao. But the blue curacao is only like 30 proof or something, if that. I don't even know. And it's too small for me to see. Can't read that. Jesus Christ, I really can't read. I can't see, rather. I can read, I just can't see. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. But it's definitely one of the weaker spirits. It's not very strong. There's no alcohol in the Grenadine. So the vodka is probably the strongest, but usually your flavored vodka is a little bit less strong than your just regular vodka. Like I'm expecting this to maybe be like 70 proof. There we go. I just want to no. It's supposed to be right on the front of the bottle. I don't know why I can't find this. But yeah, your flavored vodkas are usually about that. Usually about 35% alcohol, so it comes out to be about 70 proof usually. Where it is. I don't know why it's not right there in the front. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, yeah, 35% alcohol to by volume. So this is 70 proof. Which your regular vodkas are 80 proof, so just a little bit weaker. There's actually a company that makes vodka that's like vodka light. It's half the amount of alcohol content, so it's literally like 40 proof. It's like 30 or 20% alcohol, so it's 40 proof. And like this one place I used to work at, the owner loved to hang out and have drinks and stuff and socialize. He got drunk when he did that, so he just exclusively drank that. It was funny. He charged the same for it, though, of course. No. Oh, and yeah, go to the store too to buy these. It looks like I picked up a subscriber when I was talking to the guy working at the liquor store. He took down the channel information, looked it up, and subscribed, I think. So, welcome. Okay, so what's been going on? Like, I know. Oh, that's right. The court filing. Let's give that a read real quick. It's a real short one, so it's not going to take long to read through. But let's check it out. So for those of you who aren't aware, 7M responded to the most recent court filing that Katie Joy's side submitted. They responded yesterday. So this is the plaintiff's response to defendant's motion to compel. And it says, defendants have prematurely brought forth this motion to compel as the court has not yet adjudicated plaintiff's motion for a protective order regarding discovery. Plaintiffs have properly complied with this discovery requirements at this point, and defendants' motion to compel should be denied. Argument. Defendants have not shown cause for their motion to compel. Defendants' own, oh, shoot, I just realized that I have that light on up there. That's why nothing looks right. It kind of produces a glare right over the glass on the screen, and it makes it hard to read. Okay. Where did I leave off? Oh, defendants have not shown cause for their motion to compel. Defendant's own motion includes facts to support its motion to compel, which are not true. Defendant's motion to compel states discovery was served upon plaintiffs on August 26. Plaintiffs were served with discovery on August 5th. Regardless, on August 26, plaintiffs filed a motion for a protective discovery order limiting what sensitive information sought after in defendant's discovery could be viewed by defendants and limiting their ability to share that information with third parties. After attempting to answer discovery without cooperation of defendants' attorneys to stipulate to a protective order, and prior to this court's order regarding plaintiffs' motion for a protective order, plaintiffs realized that they would be unable to answer the discovery sent by defendants as written without disclosing sensitive information. Following this, on September 1st, 2022, prior to the discovery due date, plaintiffs sent correspondence to defendants stating, on August 26th, we filed a motion for protective discovery order in this case. The motion was filed due to the sensitive nature of the documents being requested by defendant. We will not be responding to any discovery requests until an order has been issued on the aforementioned motion. Plaintiffs have sent numerous emails to defendants informing them that if they stipulated to a protective discovery order, plaintiffs would send responses to discovery that date. Defendants have refused to stipulate to a protective discovery order, and instead of waiting for the court's order on plaintiff's motion for a protective discovery order, have further added time and expense by setting forth this motion to compel. As plaintiffs made a timely motion for a protective discovery order and informed defendants that they would respond to discovery as soon as the court issues an order on that motion, plaintiffs have not failed to respond to discovery, and defendants' motion to compel is not supported by Minnesota law. Damn. Like, take that. All right, that was dumb. Yeah, so, and I love how that's just like very brief, like barely 2 pages. It's almost like the attorney's like, I ain't got time for these stupid child games, but let me just address you to shut you the fuck up. Here you go. Yeah, go on. go with yourself. You know, that's how it reads to me. That's how I picture it in my head. Yeah. All right. Holy shit. I think I owe someone a big thank you. This was my actual email loads, not just a notification. 1 second. What have I signed up? Okay, there we go. Okay. Holy shit. Yeah. So I want to thank, I'm not sure who it is in the chat, but there's a Laura. I'm just going to say Laura. Thank you so much for for PayPal. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, now I see who it is. Okay, I read your note. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, fine. Okay, I got it. Yep, you're right. So from Graham Cracker. Aw, thank you, Laura, or Flying Mom. Be sure to tell Graham Cracker I said thank you. And be sure to charge 80 for that fee. All right, I'm teasing. So, there's also a post on Facebook that was brought to my attention not long before I started the stream, when I was talking to Renelle Smith, and she mentioned it to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? And now I know what she was talking about. This thing is so slow. All right, I'm good. And there we go. All right, so here we go. So loud. It's breaking up the ice so it doesn't stick together in the container or the holder there. It's so loud. Like you can hear, like it sounds like a gunshot going off in the house almost. It's crazy loud. Here we go. This is it. So Katie put a post up yesterday giving comment to the other members of Adventures with Purpose, making their own videos, giving statements, and basically distancing themselves from Jared and Adventures with Purpose. She apparently thinks that this is some sort of self-serving act, and it very well may be. You know, they may be just be like, no, I don't want people tying me to that shit. You know, and it's fine. I completely understand that. But I also got the impression from pretty much everyone who spoke on the matter involved with Adventures with Purpose, I pretty much got the impression that it wasn't just that they didn't want themselves tied to the bullshit. They didn't want to give the appearance of supporting it. They wanted people to, because it was the right thing to do, to come out and speak out against it. Like, that's the impression I got. But Katie apparently got it different. So she writes, I watched a number of videos by creators, interviews and videos by AWP employees or contractors. What I found disturbing is all of these collaborators spent all this time wanting to clear their names. Their videos are monetized and they're doing live streams as though this is content. This is a serious crime, not content. Now, to that I have to ask, was when Brian took Gabby's life, was that not a serious crime? Because I mean, her shit was monetized there. When she was speaking on Sophie Long, was that not a serious crime? I mean, well, I think she would probably differ as far as what crime it was that's committed, but nonetheless, both either side looks at it as though there was a serious crime committed. And don't even know who else is she covering. I don't even know. Oh, so yeah, when she was covering Bob McRae, that story. Like, I mean, there's no crime, sure, but wasn't it a serious issue though to have this man lying in a coma? I mean, but there was content. There was content for her across platforms. So I want to say this, like, it's not content just because you make money from covering it. Because I think that's the beauty of YouTube. When you have a channel, you can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about for whatever reason. But ultimately, since there's no financial pressure for you to do your job, you pretty much do what you want to do, what speaks to you, what matters to you. And shouldn't that be enough, whether or not you get paid? I mean, shouldn't the fact that you're talking about things that touch you, that you care deeply and passionately about, shouldn't that be enough? I mean, so what if you get paid on top of it? And not everyone gets paid. And believe me, at least from my knowledge, from my experience, you don't get paid much. Okay. So it's not like you're doing, anyone who's my size or whatever, none of us are doing this because we're making bank. We're doing this because we enjoy it. Because we're talking about things that matter to us. Any money that comes on top of that, why should people say no to that? I mean, if they're doing stuff that they were going to do anyway, regardless of whether or not they're going to get paid, then why should it matter? Why should they be expected to say no to that? And the same goes for Katie. I mean, let's face it, she talks about shit that interests her, for better or worse. She should get paid. I fully support her getting paid, so long as she's monetizing. YouTube deems her monetization material, whatever. So I think it's okay for any channel to get paid, really. I mean, as long as you're not, I mean, if you do shit that breaks TOS, well then YouTube, that's YouTube's area. They will handle that. They should handle that. If they don't handle that and you are convinced they broke TOS, then, I guess consider telling that YouTube, but it's up to you. And short of that, I think so long as it's approved by YouTube, I don't see why anyone should really care, because it just sounds like people are jealous, maybe, or that people just don't want to see anyone else be okay, like financially speaking. I don't know. That's my take on it. I don't know. I'm going to go back to chat for a second here because I feel like I should. It would be fun if we could all play together. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And I say that knowing damn well that I've done my fair share of things to prevent that from happening, although not intentionally prevent it, but still they prevent it nonetheless. But yes, you're right. Okay, I'm going to go back to reading. This is a serious crime, not content. If you are a witness, please be careful sharing details online that could harm the case. If you worked for him, trying to clear your name right now makes you look selfish and not respectful of victims. I saw a lot of people saying, I don't know, blah, blah, but not enough about the victims. Newsflash, no one matters in this case but the victims, and ensuring the criminal case is not impeded by social media antics. Oh my God, like the queen of fucking social media antics right there. Like that's, wow. Like it's, I feel like that sentence is meant to gaslight. That's what I feel like. Also, any of these men claiming not to know about his past but worked with him, bullshit. I spent less than an hour looking at his criminal history, fraud, and bankruptcy to know his crime spanned 30 years. He was never a good guy. Not everyone thinks that they really should need or might want to look into someone that deeply. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I can't imagine, like, okay, fine, on the internet or something, because oftentimes when I came across, especially in the vaccine community, I come across someone that was there trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. That's different, maybe. But I can't imagine, like, going through real life or something, like whether it be a job, like where I work. Like, I never looked up any of my coworkers or bosses or anything on any kind of shit like this. I never even thought to. friends, anyone I met, I don't go home and pull them up and see what kind of crimes they've fucking committed. You know, even if they were 30 years ago, I want to know. No, who does that? Who fucking thinks to do that? The people who think to do that are either in a professional setting, in which case their profession or their business requires that, or maybe they think their boyfriend or girlfriend's cheating on them, or maybe it's just fucking weird, fucked up people like us on the internet. I don't know. But in real life, it just isn't a thing. It's not normal, I don't think. My opinion. Ignoring the red flags of someone to gain subs or followers is a blind spot viewers should not ignore. Ignore it. Like, what makes you think that they ignored it? I will keep an eye on the story watching you, but don't have a ton of interest in entering the community surrounding Adventures with Purpose or the creators that cover it. I don't think that much of them really want you around anyway, but allegedly, possibly. I don't know. So she shares this from Instagram. It looks like, after spending, God, that's so good. After spending the day researching the Jared Lasik arrest and details surrounding Adventures with Purpose, I noticed a lot of problematic channels covering the topic and so much drama occurring. My coverage, if I proceed, will not include the YouTube. Oh, shit. Tina shared this with me earlier. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Tina. You did share this with me. Okay. My coverage, if I proceed, will not include the YouTubers or community he existed in. His crimes are so severe. Why is severe capitalized? Why is that? And atrocious. And the way it's being handled by creators is pretty disturbing to me. This isn't a gossip scandal. This is child as a fraud and a family being ripped apart. Yeah, I'm going to say that their family pretty much tore itself apart. That's what I'm going to say. And the fraud would be so far down on my list of things right now. I don't know why it's second right there in the queue. And right after that, like, fraud, is it just me? I don't think fraud is that serious of an offense to be thrown in here with the rest of this shit. I mean, maybe at the end, but she's focusing on that, it seems. And I don't understand it. It's fucking fraud. Hey, Kino. Oh, do you hear an echo? You might, I don't know. Here, let me I'll turn my Bluetooth down. I'm not playing anything, but it's, I don't know. I don't understand how audio works on anything. It's just, as soon as I think I start to understand something and I think I know what to do, I find out I don't. So I kind of gave up trying. I don't care. Like, video makes way more sense to me. Oh, wait. Oh, no, okay, no. It's not on. That one of my devices was on, like MIDI or something. All right. Oh, come on. Where's, I just turned it on. Why is it not there? It's on then. Something's got to be on. Okay, no, now my headphones are on. If you were hearing an echo, you should not be hearing one now. I don't think. Man, what the fuck do I know? Okay, how about, can you still hear it? Whether it's roboting or echoing, because I'll unplug the microphone and plug it back in real quick. I'm not eating with my mouth open. I'm not eating. Oh, you're talking about, oh, I see. I was looking up now. I see. No robot here. Okay, cool. So if you have a robot, I don't know, maybe you got one living in your computer or something, spying on you. Oh my, I can't, I'm not gonna, that piece of watermelon, I'm done. The drink that's going to taste so fucking good. I hate that Adventures with Purpose was trying to do good, but the founder is a monster. However, KJ seems to be mad at others for doing the same things she has done in the past. Yeah, exactly, little mousy girl. And here's the thing, like, I know I was in someone's stream. It's another creator. And like, he was kind of one of the first people to kind of just get the sense that something was off with AWP, particularly Jared. And like at the time, his chat, like there were some members in his chat, I feel like we're giving him shit or whatever. And I just remember thinking, like, even, okay, these guys who work for this organization, whether it's nonprofit or not, I don't even care about that. But yeah, sure, what they're doing is making the world a difference to some families in these some certain situations, and that's great. That's a really great thing they're doing, but that doesn't make them great guys. It doesn't make them great people. Like, we're not the sum of one action; we're the sum of all of our actions. And in any which way you look at it, they're doing something that they love to do. They're having, just by setting up like new challenges for them and new opportunities for them to do what they love to do. So they are getting something out of it each time they do this. And it's not just something noble or whatever, but although I'm sure maybe it is too. But like, that's not I don't think that that's their driving force for doing it. They just like to fucking dive, And how else can like, you can plan all the diving trips you want. You're not going to know to go to certain areas and discover certain things. Just the chance happenings of things in life are doing that for them, or deciding that for them. That's, I don't know. That's interesting. But I mean, and I think in the chat though, I made a comment like, yeah, sure, they can do these great things, but damn well they steal their neighbor's Wi-Fi just like the rest of us. I wasn't expecting this though, I'll be honest. But yeah. So I get what you're saying. It sucks that they did these good things, but they're, one of them in particular is like this really shit person. Yeah, it does suck. But I mean, no matter who it was in his position, chances are if you looked in their past deep enough, you'd find something pretty shitty. Maybe not that shitty, but shitty nonetheless. Oh, it might be your internet. Okay. Maybe it is because KJ didn't get the scoop or wasn't able to break the story first. Yeah, I think that got to her. I do. I think she's doing everything she can to not let this show. I think that, I wonder, no, now that I think about it, I kind of wonder if maybe that's why Unirock was so worked up over the interview on Rabbit's channel. I kind of wonder if maybe there was some talk behind the scenes that gave Uni this hope that it could happen on Katie's channel. And I wonder if he even like told her about it. Shit. Now she's all mad at him or whatever. I don't know. They got a weird relationship, those two. Hey, K-Bears. K-Bears mama. They got extremely popular, so therefore peeps probably went digging. Yeah, I mean, that happens. Just wait till I get really popular. Wait till fuckers find out that. I'm kidding. You don't steal the neighbor's Wi-Fi. Well, you know what? Fine, dirty Uncle Sal. I guess that you're just like the best one out of all of us. Okay, whatever. Like, good for you. Maybe the neighbors steal yours. Yeah, if you're not stealing your neighbor's Wi-Fi, then you should know that you're the one being stolen from for Wi-Fi. Actually, I don't steal my neighbor's Wi-Fi not anymore. We did. I think we all did. Especially when Wi-Fi first like really became a household thing. I had my son showing me how to do it. He set up a repeater to pick up the neighbor's Wi-Fi and extend it a little bit further into all throughout our home. Oh my God, that was like 2011, maybe 2011, I'd say, maybe 10. So he was like 15 years old at the time. Cool. You do have an awesome van. Oh, I used to and got spooked when I saw FBI names for people's Wi-Fi. I did that with our Wi-Fi here because the police station's like just a few blocks away. So I forget what exactly it was I named it, but something like, my village, I don't want to say, well, whatever. I'm not going to say the village name just in case, but the village name, PD's undercover van or something like that. I labeled it. Now, one of the neighbors here has networked something about tugging balls or something. So I named ours like just ask first. Be sure to ask first. Get consent before you tug someone's balls. Okay, so let me get over here to YouTube because I think there's something here too. Oh. So, I want to commentate. I think I do. Damn it. I could spell. Let's see here. Really? Shit, okay. So it looks like nonsense stream today. Yeah. I haven't watched any of it yet. I'll take maybe a few minutes because I didn't really have it pointed out to me that it's something I should watch until like a little while ago. I just haven't had a chance to yet. So oh, it's right too. I just want to say I want to put this kind of out there. First, let me share this. I want to say thank you to someone. And I mean, I already said thank you to them in the comment section, but I want to just point it out to everyone because I want everyone else to know just how much I really do appreciate this. And I know I'm sounding sarcastic right now as I talk, and I don't know why I can't talk about this in this way and not sound sarcastic, but I'm not even being sarcastic. Like I'm being legit serious here. So my comment section has been having some activity from a few people who keep coming back each day. And I'm thankful for that, really. One of them is this one channel. She has a channel, so I'm not putting like a viewer on blast, but it's Kathy P. Any and everything or something. Is that me? Yes. Okay. So she left again today. Left a comment. Here you go again, stalking everything. KJ post. Your obsession is real. Okay. So I just want to let her know how much I kind of do appreciate her showing up every morning. And I said, seeing you here every morning now has made my coffee time much more enjoyable. I was dreading this time of day since Punchy passed away. It was my time with her each day as I took her outside for a short walk, picked up the mail and bins from outside most days and watered flowers and refilled the birdseed, etc. The first morning was incredibly rough, and I cried my way through it. I did. So I just want to say thank you for this distraction, and say you never really know when you make a difference in someone's day. I hope to see you here again tomorrow. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic here, but I couldn't be more serious as I typed this. And apparently she found that to be hilarious. I don't know, but whatever. That's not the point. I really do appreciate her being there each morning to just kind of get my attention. Maybe I don't think this is her intention, but it's the effect it's having. And I'm very appreciative of it because it got me through the past couple mornings. So, and I know, again, I feel like I just sound sarcastic as fuck as I say this, but I don't mean it that way. I'm dead serious. I think I just have a hard time saying thank you to someone who's obviously they're trying to be a shit to me. That might be it, but it doesn't matter because they're not being a shit. They're doing me a solid. So just want to say thank you. Now, did I really, what did I do with, I thought I had it pulled up. I guess not. Okay. So I'm going to pull up Nonsense Stream again. And I'm going to check the chat in 1 second. Get this up. Okay. Checking chat. What? Michelle's in there once that I saw Nancy consider a victim of Molly. How the fuck is Michelle a victim of Molly? Like, seriously, I'm not trying to come to Molly's aid defense or whatever. It just so happens that every nonsense coming in or is just fucking out of nowhere. It's bullshit. So it looks like I'm into her defense all the time. But seriously, though, like, Michelle, I'm not saying that Molly's done nothing to her or is completely innocent. No, they're fucking with each other. But that's the thing. They're fucking with each other. You know, I mean, Michelle is showing up on her shit just fine by her own. She seems to be handling herself too. So I'm not quite sure how Michelle's Molly's victim. You know, I mean, just, yeah. What the fuck was it? What did I just get a notification for? Oh, okay, all right. Nonsense is where Michelle got Penelope's info allegedly. Yeah, probably. What is this? She said that she had it, didn't she? Nonsense. Used to live near someone that opened up their ex's Wi-Fi and named it free Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, isn't there a hurricane going through Florida or something right now or today? I watched the news for part of it, but they're still giving out predictions, so I don't know. Thank you, Crazy Train. Just what victims need is another man telling them to be silent. Exactly. And you know, not for nothing, that post I was reading too, it sounded like Katie Joy was telling them to be silent, only she was doing it in an indirect way. She was explaining how it's so wrong for the people associated with Adventures with Purpose to now make videos about their non-association with the organization because it's very self-serving and they're trying to save their ass or whatever. And then she goes on to say, you know, if you're a YouTube content creator, stay out of it, blah, blah, blah. If you're a witness, you shouldn't be talking to anyone. You know, wait, you don't want to do anything to fuck up the case or whatever. And in most cases, I think that would be a valid concern. Here, this happened in 1992. Both women involved have spoke out about it, have told the family, have told friends, have told people on social media. Like I don't think that there's a scenario that hasn't happened yet that could now happen that could potentially harm the case. And they're grown-ass women. It's their story to tell. Who fucking thinks they have a right to tell them that they shouldn't be talking about it? It looks bad. What? A1A? AT what? Braden, I don't know what you're saying. Oh, I get it. Okay. You're talking about hurricane. That's right. Okay. I finished it very quickly. Michelle went on a victim tour tonight. Yeah, I didn't think her victim tours were that productive though, or successful. I caught one like being attempted. It's just that it's like that meme where it shows like a haphazardly drawn star and says there was an attempt. Like I feel like those are her victim tours. Where in Florida are you guys? Because this one's going through like Tampa, I think maybe. Oh, A1 is a road highway. Oh shit. You just finished the September 21st video. It's a KJ panel. Is that when Katie was on Nonsense's channel? Yeah, that was hilarious. Maybe she lost her dogs today. No. I mean, I'm guessing you mean like someone took them away. First of all. Daytona Beach is gone? Holy shit. I thought it was like a category 3 or something. Like it wasn't, I mean, it's not weak, don't get me wrong, but that's not like fucking Katrina level. She did say we would never see them again. Her dogs? They were likely taken away. Okay. iPhone membership link. Are you talking about the channel? I don't think the links are device specific, but I'll link the membership link. I'm pretty sure it'll work like across the board, unless that's not what you're asking for, in which case I probably look like an idiot. Here. Oh, I get this over here, I think. Channel membership. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay. And Autistic Shell beat me to it. Thank you, Autistic Shell. Thank you. I don't know. There should be a link. There should be a join button there on the link that Autistic Shell posted. There just should be one there. If not, then I don't know. Let me, there's one more thing I can try. It used to be that I hear what she's saying, that they used to happen to me and other people, but now it doesn't. But there's another way I can get to it that for some reason makes a difference. I don't get it. Fucking weird. I just have to get into Studio. All right, so I'm going to post this link and then I'm going to go to the video. Is it? There we go. All right, so try this link. Let me know what happens. Yeah, try. I think Claire is posting the same link that Autistic showed. By the link I posted though, it's different. It's like the original link before I changed it, made it personalized URL channel name. So it might work. Yay, it worked. Something worked. Someone worked. Yay, welcome, K-Bears. Thank you for joining. Yay. She left the door open and I ran up for 2 days. Someone called remote control on her. Well, okay. I mean, dogs run off on occasion, but I don't know. I get the feeling that maybe this does happen often with her. Maybe, I don't know. But short of actually protecting the animals, I really hope no one ever calls to have someone's pets taken away. Like, I mean, seriously protecting them too. Just, I don't know. Some people just, it's too hard. Okay. So, as I was saying, if that's it.
Hey, Jennifer.
Okay, sorry to hear.
Oh, yeah, they're welcome here. If they have questions, they're welcome here. I just won't put up with any BS. Hey, Amethyst. Hey, Mochas. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Trisha. Sarah.
Who's that?
LG. Shopaholic. Hope Secco. Cool Gamer. Exiled. Sheba. Miss Lee. Violet. Gary Welsh. Lorraine. Val. Tisha. Marcy. Hey, T.
Is it just me?
Make sure I got everybody. Hey, Sharkbait.
Is it just me, or does it sound like when she says names like she's unfamiliar with, she sounds suspicious? If someone comes in that she's never really seen before, she doesn't remember saying their name or whatever, like, hey, Tamara Marie. Like, that's what she sounds like.
Daphne. Smiles. T. Irish. Bible. Commander Ender Turkey. I always have a hard time with your name. On Lithuanian Lolita. And if I am Lithuanian Lolita, 99% of you know that that's a fuck no. But for the one in the back that don't, no, I'm not Lithuanian Lolita. No, I do not live in Arizona. Yes, I do visit Arizona. Yes, my in-laws have palm trees in their yards. They do not have a pool. I look mean like her, and I think she's even older than I am. But the voices might be similar. I don't know. I only know who she is because she caught my attention when she started commenting very aggressive and egregiously in Molly's comment section when the Marvon McRae story was being talked about. So I started taking screenshots of her comments back then because I thought she was somebody else. So I started kind of tracking her myself because she would go into Rabbit's, she would go into Tia's, she would go into Molly's. There was somewhere else she was always at too. But she would always say like really wild things. I don't know how that all happened. I don't know why. I just like to try and put me in the middle of all of it. So here I am saying, no, I have no idea who she is. I don't know anything to do with that. And I guess this segues into the next piece.
Let me ask you guys in chat here. Because I noticed like a lot of people are talking, you know, it had been for a while talking about Michelle. Like I like watching the clip channels, what they come up with and everything, because that's entertaining. But just like sit there through an entire stream with, oh my, I can't. But I'm curious though, like, is that content that people would really enjoy seeing or covering or talking about? Like, give me 1 for yes and 2 for no. I'm seriously curious. Like, if so, I like I said, I can be entertained by her, but also too, I think in the beginning, like I felt like I was like enabling her or whatever, but fuck it, everyone else is doing it, so my not doing it's not doing any good. And I don't know. I guess it really, she's I got just because she acts like a child doesn't mean that she is a child. She needs to be treated like a child. So I probably shouldn't treat her like a child. Pure shit show 1. That's what I figured. Sparrow, I'm confused because I thought they were all the same person. I don't know. Mrs. Sanchez 6'4". 1.5. Oh, really? I didn't think about that, Cabers. Oh, well, you know what? All right. How about pull up one first stream? Like, is there anyone in particular? Like the most recent one or something? Like, I didn't even think about looking at other people in the chat. Like, that never even crossed my mind. I should have. I really fucking should have, because I do that often. Especially when I'm looking at older streams, I see exactly like who changed their name, because you can just change your name on YouTube without issue. But if you leave comments under each name, your old name and your name, they'll still link to one another. And once people go search it, like if I go to my YouTube studio and I search all the comments on my channel, if I type in someone's name, then their name's comments will come up, but also their previous name, those comments will come up too. It's interesting. Yeah, no, I don't care to go after her. Like, I don't. Like, she's done some fucked up shit. Like, I did get kind of angry when I heard her talking, or when she had her son on the phone, and like, you know, he's in jail right now for, I don't know, something he did regarding his addiction. I don't know what it is, but I know it's something like that. And she's like, got him saying how like nothing is her fault. She's been the perfect mother. It's all me. Like, that just infuriated me. But I'm not going to sit here and go after her. I see what you can't. Yeah. And Devious on the Streets are good Michelle Clip channels. Yes, they are. Oh, yeah. I know she's fair game. I do. I know. I get that. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she'll piss me off someday to the point where I won't have an issue with it. Let me head over there. I'm not watching like the crazy long stream though. Like, that's crazy. Wow, she's already went up like first in the search results. Holy shit! I just did a stream like 2 hours ago. Why is this shit not fucking loading? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Wait, pull up her channel on her home screen. It says this channel has no content. I'm like, what? It figures. Thought I gotta play something. There's nothing there. But no, they're all under live. It's like a really short one. I'm gonna pull up this one. It's only 2 hours old, but it's got like half the views like her higher ones. So,
hey guys, how are you?
Let me do this. There we go.
How are you doing? Is everyone here? Hello. How are you? Am I live? I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I start talking.
Slow down a little. Okay.
So I'm gonna give you some explanations for everything, and I'm not gonna be on for a few more days, and this is gonna be really short. Hi guys.
Explaining what?
I'm just gonna give you a few explanations for things, and then I'm probably not gonna be on until Saturday or Sunday, right? Hi guys. Hi everyone. I hope I look a little bit more refreshed, but then I'll explain about my trip. I'll explain about everything. Nisi, if you're being sarcastic, that's fine. You can be. Hey guys, I'm going to give you some short explanations. I purposely put it on like 8 days or 5 days, like subscriber mode on purpose. Hey gamer. I'm going to give you some explanations, but then after I give you some explanations, I'm not going to explain anything anymore. I'm going to be honest. Really honest. I'm going to wait till like, hey guys, I'm going to wait about 5 or 10 minutes for like my subs to come on, and I'm going to be really honest, and then I'm going to tell you guys how I feel. And if you can't relate,
okay, I gotta pause this for a second, guys. So,
but I'm going to wait.
Someone just shared a video with me from a channel named Jonathan Lee Riches something. I don't like, what's it? Oh, Investigates. And it's titled Sister of Jared Arrested for Fraud. Like, does anyone, who is this guy? Oh, it's okay, autistic. Don't worry about it. But I'm curious if I can notice it. I'm curious. Is it like the same name you used to ago? Oh, that's what I want to play too. That's right. The clip you sent me, Autistic Show. Oh my God, I'll pull it up too. Bullhorn Betty's cohort. So I mean, like, it's only a 3-minute video, but I'm not sure if I really want to play it because I know nothing about it or the channel or the creator. I mean, is he known for like putting out bullshit, or is he known for being, you know, reasonably responsible with shit? So, I mean, okay. For now, though, I'm going to go back to Michelle for now, and then I'll pull that up. Sometimes, all right, I told you guys what it says. I don't want to play it on the channel until I have any kind of confidence in it one way or the other, so I know how to present it, you know, from my channel. But yeah, I'm definitely interested.
10 minutes, but I put it on subscriber mode to where, like, and I'm not going to be on long, okay? Like I said, I'm going to give my people some time to log on.
I'm going to forward it because
I know I got this.
she take forever to get
and
started.
like, hi guys. Thank you. I'm going to just be on for like 30 minutes. I'll be on for 30 minutes and I'm not going to come back on probably till Sunday. I'm gonna be honest with you people, rate my subs and my mods, but after this chat for like 30 minutes, then y'all are just gonna have to understand, and y'all gonna have to like love me as a person, or y'all just gonna unsub and you're just gonna hate me, right?
There's a lot of middle ground there.
Sober spot. That's what I'm gonna explain all that. I hope I'm a little well rested, but I'm not coming back on until probably Sunday after this video. I hope I look a little more well-rested, sober spot. No, I've changed everything. Truth is, I've gone into my YouTube settings, I've deleted photos, and I can't find Valentina's photo. I hope I look a little well-rested, but I'm explaining some things.
Who's
I hope you guys
Valentino?
understand. I hope you take it to heart, and you don't think I'm gonna bitch. But like I said, I'm gonna wait about 5 more minutes, right? So that I get my sub count up there. So you can just, do I look well rested? I feel well rested, but I'm gonna take a few more days off. Because I think I might be out of town, depending on the weather tomorrow. And maybe I'll be back Sunday. But I know I'm gonna be streamed by everybody. Man, I'm gonna go, it's alcohol, Michelle? No. It's the pressure. Because I've just drank.
Yeah.
Right? But it's the pressure.
Does she stream every day? It looks like it.
Thank you, 22 Z Cat.
Here.
I'm gonna talk about that, two-thirds. I'm just gonna wait like 10 minutes.
I'll click to it. I'll forward it. But it looks like she does. Like, this is from 2 hours ago, and 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 4, 5, 6. It looks like she's like just streamed all throughout the day. But it's not even just that, though. Look at the length of some of these streams. Like this one here is almost 9 hours long. So, I mean, and that's how many, she did 2 streams that day. The day she did 9 hours of a stream, she did another stream for almost about an hour and a half. 10 and a half hours she spent streaming that day. Who's got time for that? Besides Unirock, like Michelle and Unirock, they have time to do that apparently. So where's that T? Fuck, I just exited out. Okay. One thing I want to share. Hey, something brought to my attention today, and it's part of the stream I was just playing by Nonsense. Now it's just a small little clip, okay? But what stood out to the person who brought it to my attention and myself is how this, I don't know, this person sounds like a conspiracy theory nut kind of person. You could say an anti-vaxxer. Like, in fact, I think I've heard anti-vaxxers say the exact same thing that I'm hearing here, just for a different reason. But let me show you what I mean. Okay, so it's on the stream like I was just playing. I think it was that one, right? Yeah. It was just 8 hours ago. Okay. Well, trigger warning, mental health discussions, very raw and real. 988 if you need support. It's right around the 38-minute mark. Let me show you what I mean.
To fix mental illness either. I mean, we see that all the time. I just don't know. Like, it is the weirdest world out here. And I think it's because of the communities I'm kind of like caught between. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to find my own little island. I don't know. I can handle some of the drama, not a lot of it. I mean, it's entertaining to watch, but some of this isn't drama. Some of this is over the top. We're just going to create an island of no nonsense, I guess. And we'll just call it the no nonsense, whatever. Yeah, Peg, she shouldn't even be discussing that. I mean, I guess that's the difference between a professional and a non-professional, but there it is. You can't buy happiness. Yep, that's exactly right.
Oh,
that is right.
I just seen where she got it from.
The Island of Truth Seekers. Yep.
Oh, my good friend, my new good friend Kathy P there from my comment section gave her that, suggested that name. Wow, like I swear to God, I can't tell you how many times I've heard people in the anti-vax group say how they just want to move to an island, you know, just them, you know, none of us crazy vaxxers around or whatever. Fine. But I swear, Truth Seekers is one of the names I've heard a lot from them. I just find it very weird how the same concept, the same idea, the same name for it is being formed in nonsense. I can mean two things, but I mean it as one. It is clickbait. Oh, is it, Renelle? Oh, I'm guessing you're talking about what's his face is the name, the dude I just named. Thank you. I don't know. Yeah, I had a feeling like maybe it was bullshit. That's why I didn't want to play it, you know, and be like, oh, look, it was just posted. You know, like I'm endorsing it or something. I don't know. I don't know what it says, and I want to know what it says first. Thank you very much, Renelle. Thank you. Thanks for good looking out. Thank you. So I'm going to go back to Michelle's stream, but I'm going to forward it a little bit because she just takes so fucking long to get to a point. It's like there's no build up to the point either. Like she takes forever to get there, but then like she, without you even realizing it, boom, she's standing right on the point. It's like, what the fuck happened?
Because I always drank the same, right? And I was listening to music, I was talking, right? And watching YouTube on the TV, and also like getting ready to vote. And I was in the kitchen, and my kitchen door was open. No. As for Lola being a service dog, Lola worked her ass off in 2019 and 2020.
For what kind of service dog?
I needed her to work since 2020. So I have with Lola.
I'm gonna, depending on what her service was, I might have to call bullshit there because how thoroughly some service dogs are trained. There's no way that she would have just taken off running the second a door opened. That wouldn't have happened unless it's not really a properly trained service dog or it's for something that doesn't require such obedience. But I'm pretty sure for any registered service dog, it requires that kind of obedience.
So when I fly and I go out of town and stuff, I take Lola with me. But sometimes, like if I'm going to see a concert or if I'm going to be like out of town going to dinner all the time, I leave Lola home with Jake because Jake gets lonely and I really don't need Lola as much as I do. But if I'm going somewhere that is very convenient for Lola, like not a festival or not going to see a band or something, then I'll leave Lola at home to keep Jake company. Lola is a legit service dog.
Yeah, this one thing autistic.
But, you know, I don't need her all the time anymore. So she's gotten really lax. But when that vest goes on her back, she knows she's working.
No.
So
this, and I think you're right, Juju B. Juju B says, does she mean emotional support? I think you're right that that's the service in which she's speaking of. But for what she just said right there, like the dog has like a uniform, and like the second you put that uniform on the dog's all no nonsense and work, come on, business only. You know, like the dog has even the concept of a mullet, you know, party on one side and business in the other. No, dogs don't do it. Dogs don't sit there and once you take the vest off, they're like, oh, fine, I can fucking relax. I don't have to worry about this bitch anymore. That's not how it works.
I was in my living room. It's the black cup. Oh no.
The black, what? I don't like she said.
Your dogs do not if you take one and not the other, and you have 5. Okay, right. So Lola hasn't had to work since 2020. And so I take Lola a lot of places.
She retired?
But sometimes I don't, and I leave her in with Jake because Jake gets bored. Now, I take Lola half of the time with me, but if I'm running to Columbus for 30 minutes, I leave Jake. I leave Lola home with Jake.
Columbus.
So Lola has she doesn't sit next to me gardening.
She's not in Ohio, is she?
Now, when her harness goes on her back, she knows she's working. When the harness comes off of her, she knows she's not working. And anybody knew shit about service dogs, they only legit work for 12 hours a day. And when the harness comes off, they know they're not working. So I've been watching some of these channels, right? Okay, I'm only going to be on. You cannot switch a service dog on off. No, you can. When the harness comes, so Lola has not worked since 2020, right? So she's kind of got Lizzie and stuff like that, right? Lola knows when she's working, and Lola knows when she's not working because it's been 2 years since she had to work. When the door blew open, her and Jake walked outside because it's a pretty day. I don't have a fence there. They just kind of walked outside like they were walking in the backyard, and they started wandering.
This is her third story?
My stroke was in 2019. She hasn't really worked since 2020 because I got better.
Did you really have a stroke?
The last time I'm going to answer questions.
I don't let me just be clear. I don't doubt that she is. I think that explains a lot, actually. But I don't know what to believe anymore. So did she really have a stroke?
Thank you. Like police dogs, they know the difference. Thank you, K19. Thank you, K19. She's a full service dog. She's not an emotional support dog. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm actually going to stop reading the fucking chat. What happened is a gust of wind blew my kitchen door open. And it was a beautiful day. And they decided to go on our property. And they got lost. And I don't know how long they were gone. Because the kitchen door opened. And Lola followed Jake. And I don't know where the fuck they were gone. I don't know how long they were gone. Because we were in the living room chatting, watching the election stuff. I was going to get ready to vote. I was doing all this shit. So, the dog got that. I'm on 15 acres. I'm screaming their names. My voice is finally coming back.
How do you not know how long they were gone for? For granted, especially toward the end here, my Punchy, she would need to go out a lot, okay? But even before then, she just went out I think a normal amount for a dog. If I didn't see or hear from her for 2 to 3 hours, I'd be like, where the fuck is she? I can't tell you how many times I'd walked through the rooms of my house looking to see where she was sleeping or whatever, and how long were her dogs gone for? She just
finally coming back. So for hours, I was looking for fucking dogs, right? Looking for them. Literally put my tennis on and climbed 5 acres up the mountain, down 5 acres sideways.
Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even look at it like that. Oh God. Flying Mom Laura says, that is what I'm saying. This vest, the dog service vest, is for others to know when your service dog is working, not for your dog to know when it's working as a service dog. Oh my God.
5 acres, and this is not flat land, right? Back 5 acres on the side. Could not find them. Got in my, yeah, they roamed. That's what happened. And I couldn't find them. Could not find them. They roamed. Oh, that's what happened. And I was shouting for them. And I was in my Jeep because I live on a main highway. And I was up and down and up and down, and they were not hit on the highway. And so my mod is here. My mod is here.
Wow.
So this is the funny rumors I've been seeing, right? So I was shouting for them. And so the only thing, I'm not reading my chat, guys. I'm not keeping it with it. I'm sorry. So the only thing I could think of, what happened Tuesday, go, oh, you got stuff through it. Yeah. So the dogs got out the door because some kind of wind thing went through my bathroom door, through this and through that door, and the door blew open and they roamed. And so the only thing, I mean, I drove the highway, they were not hit. I walked 5 acres, not miles, sorry, 5 acres uphill and down, 5 acres sideways and back, 5 acres sideways and back. And like, so the 5 acres on this side is really hard to get to. So I drove my Jeep. And so the only thing I thought I could do, right, is fill their water, like dump it out and fill the water bowl so you hear like water hit his hand. And when I did that, I tied it up, pulled her in from the side up my cement driveway, kind of like from the road. And she was like, and she was so great. But I live, there's 105 acres on the side of me, and there's 10 acres on the other side of my property that I don't own. And she came back and she was like foaming like so much because Mastiffs like drool anyway, but she was foaming so much, right? And so
thirsty?
I like put water like all in her face, and she was still drooling, and she was like licking. And so, yes, darling, because I've thrown everyone off. And I said, I think the dogs have been stolen. I think someone kidnapped them, and someone like got them to jump in their car off the road. I don't mean kidnap them for like a ransom. I mean, I thought they were stolen. Like somebody kidnapped them. Like they were on the side of the road. Somebody like got them to jump in their car. Not kidnap them for a ransom. Like they were walking down the road and somebody put them in their car. Like you're insane when I'm like kidnap them for a ransom. I mean, kidnap them, like stole them. I mean, I don't understand. And I will answer questions only a little bit. Like you're nuts. When I said kidnap them, I meant like stole them off the road. Because the first one said stolen. And when I said kidnapped, I meant just like stole the dogs.
I didn't see that comment.
No, the dogs are not missing. No, the dogs are not missing anymore. I'm saying that. So I feel like they've got like a huge water bowl. And the only thing I think of is like if gone off the property. Yes, massive. You got it. Okay, so so I've got 15 acres, but it's wooded property. Like I can't see. Right, so I thought they stole them. And so when I said kidnap them, I didn't mean like.
So the comment she just put up on the screen, it's not there anymore. The person is still there, the name, but that comment isn't there. Like, why did she delete the comment? Or maybe it wasn't her. Fine, but what did it say again exactly? You said in your community post you were in a plane 2.5 hours away. And you thought she had been kidnapped. I'm confused. It's okay. Yeah, she probably did delete it. Okay.
And like got them to jump.
I don't know why I always do that. Whenever I see a comment up on the screen, I have to find it in the chat. I don't know why. That's how I find out when people. Most of the time, when someone changes their name on YouTube, that's how I find out. It's crazy because the new name will appear in the chat, but the old name will be what's in the video up on the screen from StreamYard.
Jump in their car off the road. I don't mean kidnap them for like a ransom. I mean, I thought they were stolen. Like somebody kidnapped them. Like they were on the side of the road. Somebody like got them to jump in the car. Not kidnap them for a ransom.
Who said ransom?
Not kidnap them for a ransom. Like they were walking down the road and somebody put them in their car. Like you're insane when I kidnap them for a ransom. I mean, kidnap them, like stole them. I mean, I don't understand. And I will answer questions only a little bit. Like you're nuts. When I said kidnap them, I meant like stole them off the road. Because the first one said stolen. And when I said kidnapped, I meant just like stole the dogs. As a matter of fact, I put out, no, the dogs are not missing. No, the dogs are not missing anymore. I'm saying that. So I feel like they've like a huge water bowl. And the only thing I could think of is like if they're gone off the property. Yes, massive. You got it. Okay, so great. So I've got 15 acres, but it's wooded property. Like I can't see. Right, so I thought they stole them. And so when I said
Well-
kidnap them, I didn't mean like for a ransom. I meant kidnap them, like stole them because they were on the side of the road. So when I said kidnapped, I just meant like stole my dogs. Like, because first it says stole, and then I said kidnapped, meaning like stole the dogs, like kidnapped them from me. And I even like put 2 posts and said reward, as in like if people in my small towns.
What were her dogs even doing home alone if she was on a plane still 2.5 hours away, according to her story? Like, I'm guessing that if she was on a plane on her way back from someplace 2.5 hours away, but that she was gone for at least 5 hours, because, you know, to fly there was 2.5 hours, then to fly back was 2.5 hours. But I imagine, but then you got to figure time at the airport. So there's probably at least an hour on each end, maybe. So yeah, so it's like 7 hours. And then you got to have some sort of time to do whatever it is you need to do and wherever it is you went to. So why were the dogs home alone all fucking day, alone, with no one taking them out or something? Like, that's crazy. I mean, either which way you look at it, just it's not very good, nice to the dogs.
See my dog somewhere, like they kidnapped them, they stole them. And it's so stupid. People take my words and they like act like I was on like, no, I'm not on. There are 50. Y'all have not done enough searching on me. The house is on 1.33 acres. We are on 15 acres. Y'all crazy. And there's 100.
I know she lied. I know.
Jake's fine. Jake is 100% fine. Lola is hurt. Lola is hurt. I was back at the vet again with Lola today. So
yeah, I didn't think she really left either. I mean, I get that, but I hear people like make these crazy stories like that, and you know it's bullshit, but you just trying to address it from a point of where you know it's bullshit isn't going to be. It's not going to go anywhere. So I try to tear down the logic of it. Like in her story, like it's no better. If by some miracle chance what she claims was true, it would be no better than if she just fucking got drunk and passed out and then they got out somehow. You know, it's pretty much just.
I could show you receipts, but it's storming down raining and you're not going to get any receipts on me, right? Yes, good on me, fast thinking the post. And so then somebody texted me today and said they can't read between the lines. Don't have the street smarts. So Jake is fine.
Yeah, she's definitely taking benzos. Like I can tell. You can tell. Like she takes them daily. I would say I don't know how much, but I mean, like if she's taking I don't know, Xanax, it goes up to 4 milligrams, right? I wouldn't be surprised if she was on like 4 milligrams a day or something like that. Allegedly, in my opinion, I don't know.
Jake is 100% fine. Lola is not okay. And so when Lola is not okay, you're going to say, what did I do to her? I did absolutely nothing to her. She is actually on pain meds right now. Oh, I saw Jake limping last. He wasn't limping. Jake is 6 years old, right? And he's starting to get arthritis. If you guys saw what he looked like when he comes down the stairs in the morning, you would be like, what did you do to him the night before? Right? I love to pick up running dogs and see them. Okay. See, Kate 19, that's what I thought happened. You see, you love to pick up running dogs. See, I thought somebody picked him up, right? And so she was very emotional the whole time they were missing. I know, right?
I read K19's comment there. Now I'm just picturing like this lonely woman just driving around looking for dogs or whatever, looking for dogs she can like steal just so she can bring it back and reunite them. Oh god, that's fucked up. I don't think that's what K19 does. I just read the comment, and that's where my mind went.
And so this is exactly what happened. And Lola's going to be kind of messed up for about a week or two. So never see. Just tell them what you want. She didn't say nothing. So I said that they were missing for hours, and I didn't know how long they were missing. And so
how do you know it was hours?
Never see. Tell what you want. She didn't say anything. She Okay, please focus and tell the story. Okay, so yeah. So when I filled the water bowl up, Lola ran back and she was like foaming, but not like Jewel, but it looked like she like had rabies. And when she in the kitchen, I saw like a couple drops of blood. And so I brought her to me. I was screaming, Jake, and Jake wouldn't come back. But Lola was like, and I didn't know if maybe she got hit by a car.
This guy makes me mad.
I just saw a few drops of blood, and I just threw her in the Jeep, and I was like, Jake, and he wouldn't come. I live like 40 minutes from the vet, right? So I immediately brought her to the vet, and the vet checked her paws, and she was like, no, she's fine. She's just like traumatized. And so I brought Lola home, right? And then I put my post up about Jake to say that he was gone. When I said kidnapped, I didn't mean like he's held for ransom. And I didn't ask for any money or anything.
Nobody's talking
So
about
I
it.
opened every single door to my house, right? And I was like talking to one of my mods, and I was like, watch a friggin' coyote come in, right? Hey, I'm trying to keep one of my mods safe that these fucking psycho people are at, right? Right? She wants coming down here. I was in the vet's office with Lola, and I left my readers at home. I was immediately posting a lost dog for Jake.
I think he's
My
fucking
readers
Michelle.
were at home because I pushed Lola in my Jeep and I forgot them at home. I was making an immediate post while I was at the vet's office with Lola that Jake was missing. My autocorrect typed Jack instead of Jake, you fucking crazy people. The vet was seeing Lola. I drove 45 minutes and I made a post about Jake, and my autocorrect changed it to Jack, you fucking idiots.
Why did
Do you know what crazy people...
See, that's bullshit, because if that's what happened, then the autocorrect would do that like every time she typed it out, and would have made this typo like often. But if it just happens one time with a word that you use often, like your dog's name, then I think it's bullshit. Like there's some words that I've never typed before, or I've only typed a couple of times, and if I type them in, then it may autocorrect to something different. But like if I put in like my son's name or something like that, it's not going to autocorrect anything else. It remembers it.
Oh, you are. Do you know? No, I'm hiding my mod when I said I missed my thing. But I typed in Jake, and my autocorrect typed it to Jack. And I was scrolling through my phone looking for a picture of Jake. Do you know how crazy you people are? That's what this post is about. Do you know how crazy you people are? I was legit, drove 45 minutes, right? I drove 45 minutes with Lola in my Jeep, and Jake was still gone. And I left my readers at home because I could barely get Lola in my Jeep, and I live in the mountains. You guys are fucking crazy. You are crazy. You are crazy. I thought Lola got bit by somebody that had rabies. My autocorrect changed Jake into Jack, and I made a post on Harris County, Georgia, right? Like on Harris County, not even on the missing pets thing. And said, please share everywhere, because I didn't even have my glasses to look up. Like, I didn't even have glasses to look up other Facebook things, and said, please share everywhere. Do you know how fucking crazy you are? I legit got in the vet room. With checkout room, and did Jake go to the vet when he's limping? He wasn't limping. He's 6. He's got arthritis in his back hip. If you guys saw what he was not limping on his front paw. Yes, they got rabies.
They did not.
Of course they've got all their shots. You people are fucking crazy. He is like the co-star of my show. You people.
She said she brought the dogs to her vet, right? I mean, the vet that she brought the dogs to are familiar with her dogs. They would have the dog's record. They would see that the dogs were vaccinated for rabies. They would not then think rabies. And also, too, simply just having some foam around the mouth is not indicative of rabies. That's just one of several symptoms. That's not even the most pronounced symptom or the most troublesome or other. Like, the vet's going to see that, and mine's not going to immediately go to rabies unless it comes with other symptoms and other specific symptoms. If they really thought that the dog had rabies, they would test the dog for rabies. The only way really they could do that is if they kill the dog and test its brain. So she should be very happy that they weren't thinking rabies.
Insane. And I'm logging off in about 5 minutes, and you will never see my dogs ever again. You will never see my dogs ever
That's
again.
fucked up.
Ever.
That's fucked up. I mean, how do you hold? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the dogs aren't going to know, and these are people on the internet. No one's really been affected. I get that. But the fact that you being that vindictive, like trying to use your dogs against people on the internet to get them to stop questioning you. Like, that's crazy. Like, who does that? Like, you'll never see my dogs again. Like,
you'll never see my dogs ever again. You people are insane. Jake has arthritis in his back hip and he limps sometimes. They were gone all day. Now, Jake is 100% fine. Jake is 100% fine. Lola is hurt. When I brought Lola to the vet, and I'm not showing you my fucking receipts, you will never see my dogs ever again in my life. Ever again. Lola, I brought her to the vet because I saw like a few blood drops on my floor. But I rushed her to the vet because she couldn't breathe and they said she was traumatized, right? So when they said she was traumatized, I 100% thought that Jake got hit by a car. And I drove the highway in front of my house and I couldn't find him. And I walked my property and I couldn't find him. So I knew that he was safe. I'm not showing anyone receipts. And my dogs will never be on Facebook, on YouTube ever again. And I'm done. I may carry this over 30 minutes, right? But Lola is the one that's home. I'm changing my story.
yeah, exactly, Dirty Uncle Sal.
As I would protect every fucking mod. Any mod that ever mods for me, I will never give you up. And these people are going so fucking crazy and I'm throwing crumbs at them in all kinds of directions. And they keep going back to the drawing board and racing.
Yeah, yes, Dirty Uncle Sal, you put it much better than I did. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I just, whatever. Yeah, foaming at the mouth, it's one of the symptoms that comes about like after the disease is well within its progression, and you know, the other symptoms have came about first. But by the time you show any symptoms, it's too late. It's done. But like by the time you're showing foaming at the mouth, like you're already showing other shit too. I know they're supposed to, a lot of like districts or whatever are supposed to hold the dog for like 10 days, or they don't always do that though. Like if they really strongly feel like the dog has rabies, though, they will put it down. When was this? It says 2 hours ago. Yeah, Marion says, when was this filmed? As she said the other day, she wasn't going to be here or be live till Sunday. She was talking about that towards the beginning more. She was saying how she's not going to be back again until Sunday now and whatever. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, Marion says animal control got called the other day, so they may have them. Yeah. All right, I'm going to play for a few more minutes, and I'm going to wrap this up because I'm getting tired.
And they keep going back to the drawing board and racing. And they will never find mod, nor will they find any sub that I had. I would never give a sub. I would never give a mod because I have integrity. And these bitches turn on each other like every 6 months, right? Every 6 months they turn on each other. But I will never do that because I have integrity, right? I will never give a sub. I will never give a mod. But we look, these bitches turn on each other like every 6 months, and then they're friends, and then they're not, and then they're friends, and they're not. I don't want to be friends with anyone. None of these, like no one that's a creator do I want to be friends with. No one. They'll never have my subs private information. My mods will never have each other's mods private information ever. Like, and all of a sudden I'm like this public figure, but like, put yourself in my place, right? Legit. Mods, subs, put yourself in my place. What if you show your fucking house every single day? Does your house get messy? Do you not fold laundry? Do you go a day without sweeping your floors? Does your kids' clothes not match all the time? Do they go outside? Do they get dirty? Do you understand? I'm just a regular fucking person. I started this channel because
There was like every day when my kids were younger, like every day, that was my life. Every day. It still is in a lot of ways today. But so what? Like, no, I don't have to go live. I don't have to show my entire house when I go live. I can have the rest of my house look like it just a filthy mess, except for just this little section here be all nice and clean. And no one would be any the wiser. So, I mean, what is she bitching about? And public figure, really? I mean, if you're going to try and argue like it's something in court, maybe public figure technically would apply, or maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Don't really care. But when it comes to everyday life, we're not public figures. We're not.
I was getting bullied. And now all of a sudden I'm this public figure. And if my floors aren't swept every day, I mean, Do you understand? If my floors aren't swept or mopped every day, I'm a fucking bum or I'm a slob. Put your fucking self in my place. You go live cam every single day. Like, for real. Do you have clothes on the sofa that go unfolded? I mean,
I'm looking at it right now.
do your kids have clothes that don't match one day? I mean, hello. Why not so scrutinized? And why are these people so fucking real life on me? Put yourself on cam 24/7. Show your fucking house. Walk through your fucking house. Man, whatever. You show receipts for what done. Show your fucking oil change. No more. You show your fucking dog. Does your dog have arthritis? Does it limp? You're gonna call animal control on you? I mean, really? Has your dog ever got the fucking yard?
And not for nothing. She didn't sit here and tell everyone exactly what happened with her dogs. No one would know. So there would be no risk of anyone calling any place. If you don't want there to be such a consequence from you talking about certain things, you just don't talk about certain things. No one's going to know any better.
Have you ever freaked out about that shit? Do you have to protect your kids online? Right? Do you have to protect your friends? Do you hide your Facebook? Really? Do you have to make sure your account are spotless? I mean, do you understand what bullshit I'm going through? If I make up a lie to protect a mod and hide a mod, all of a sudden I have to answer 1 billion fucking questions? It's crazy. I started this channel because I didn't want it to be a bully channel, right? It's not my choice when I go live. I started this so that my fucking mods, or so that my subs can make friends with other people. No, I do choose to go live, but I wanted my subs to make friends with other subs in this group. I wanted people to know that this was not a bully channel, right? So sub here could make friends with other subs because people are lonely. They come to my channel, right, to make friends with other people. But all of a sudden, I am under a microscope. And it's crazy. No, I put myself out there. I made this channel because I was getting bullied. People came to this channel because I was getting bullied. And this was a non-bully channel. And I really thought that my subs wouldn't like be subs. No, my stories are not contradictory. What I do is I forget. What I forget in stories, I add to stories. And then people lie and say my stories are contradictory. I'll tell a story. And then I'll add something to the story. And then all of a sudden they're contradictory. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'll add something to a story and they say that I'm contradicting a story, but I don't. I might add something to a story. And it's crazy. I like to cook. I like to talk to my subs. But this has gone so real life on me that I can't.
Okay, I can't. I didn't even hear most of that, but I know what it's. I know what she's saying. I know. So my younger son is, God, for a second, he turned 20. Oh yeah, today's the 11th. He turned 20 on the 9th. So, and I just asked him, I'm like, can you just come over and say hi? I haven't met you yet. Just say hi. And he's like, it's middle of the night though, so he's not in the mood. But yeah. She's bitching about what? People going real life on her. What is real life? People criticizing the shit that she shows on her channel. People criticizing her not maybe keeping her house clean or whatever, which I don't care. Whatever. I don't care if she's a slob or not. No skin off my back. And it's not like she's got a bunch of little kids running around or whatever. And even then, I don't think I'd care really. But either way, that's not the case. So, but real life, that's not real life. When people go real life, it's not from them criticizing you. That's not real life. Like, just because they're criticizing your real life doesn't mean they're going real life. I mean, you're not showing them a virtual house here, so they can't criticize your virtual house.
Like, say something and then say something else.
Okay.
Because if I say something else to add to my story, I'm being contradictory, but I'm not. No, I've not gone real life.
Why did I get silent? Oh, okay.
So I'm going to say about Amber, and this is not a lie. And this is not a lie. I'm straight up. I talked to the DA, right? I talked to the DA, and they are so well aware of Amber.
What? What DA?
And that's not a lie. And if you don't believe me, you guys talk to the DA in Wells County. Y'all call the DA in Wells County. These are facts. They are so well aware of Amber because they've been called so many times, and they can't get a police department to stick to press charges against her.
Who?
So if you think I'm lying, call the DA in Wells County. Call the investigator in Wells County. They are so well aware of her.
Who the fuck is Amber? And why is this right? Like, it's a redundant question. It really is.
Think
But
I'm
I'm gonna
lying?
ask it anyway.
Call the investigator for Wells County.
Like,
Call them.
how do you sit there and bitch about people going real life when they criticize you? Okay, just criticize you, but then you turn around and then start talking about how the DA is going to arrest someone for you in real life for you over this shit, over internet shit. Like, wouldn't that be real life? Like, is it a virtual arrest? Is that what it is? Is she going to be playing a game or something where, you know, just this long game, the role-playing game or whatever, where she has to go to jail like for like so many levels or something? I'm thinking no. So I'm thinking it might be a real life game. Okay, so another channel, yeah.
And I'm not saying
Yeah,
call and
okay.
press charges. I'm just saying I called, and they said there's so many reports
Hi,
against her,
Becky
and they
Ann's.
can't do anything.
Hi.
They got a group on Amber threatened to put Grammys and dollars on her channel. She was going to dots.
What the fuck? What does that have to do with anything?
But you know
Like, what is it? She said it, Dirty Uncle Sal says, she said that if she were still in her 20s, she'd have broken some lady's jaw and smashed her. I hear smashed her, and I don't think fighting. I think something else. It's funny. It's fucked up though. She'd want to hit her first. But, so that lady should feel lucky she's not in her 20s anymore. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. If she wasn't still in her 20s, she wouldn't, I feel like she wouldn't have a fucking clue on how to do any of that. At least, you know, not compared to someone not in their 20s, maybe. Do you think police stations are hiring civilians to take these ridiculous internet beef phone calls? I mean, what a waste of their resources to deal with the likes of us. Exactly. Oh my God, it's so true. It's so true. The entitlement, though, one must feel like it's perfectly acceptable to keep calling the police over this stupid shit, expecting them to do something for you. Like, wow. Like, we think very highly of ourselves. Good luck with this rabbit hole. Yeah. I don't know how far into it I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna stay so long as it's entertaining. When it stops being entertaining, then I'm out. What the fuck was that? She admitted to peeing herself, had a mattress up against the wall and a huge pee stain on her. Why would you show the mattress? Why would you do that? Why would you admit that? Like, that's crazy. She used the word smashed first. I have come with the Peter S. from Dreadings. Yeah, I hear smash, and I'm reminded of her name's Laura something. She was popular on Facebook. She's a comedian, and her husband's name was Steven, and she'd be like, Steven was smash. She used to do the weird filters and shit. I think they're divorced though now or something. Which I read that and that made me sad because they were hilarious together. She said she passed out for days while in the bed. Wow. How do you pass out and pee the bed and then wake up? Like, I get it when you're a kid or something maybe, but when I mean not wake up, like that's significant. Like, I think that some people just maybe if they start when they get older, maybe they just start to go in the bed, but then they wake up and they're like shit, you know, or maybe they just can't make it to the bathroom in time. I'm not knocking that. I get that. I understand maybe that. But to do it for and not wake up, like, what kind of fucking state are you in? She's drinking with her meds. Yeah, okay, that would make sense. She has a bad colony in her. Oh shit, maybe her dog did have rabies then. Fuck. That's right. She had a whole bunch of bats in her attic. Kabers, I don't think you're able to post the link. I think only mods can post the link. But if you want to send it to me on Twitter or something, I can pull it up. And I mean, no disrespect, but I used to mod people so that they could post the link real quick. And then one of them just went crazy with like fucking muting people and kicking people and shit. Like within 5 minutes too. Like they did a lot of damage real quick. So I don't do that anymore. Oh, here, I'll put the Twitter handle here. Okay, if I can find the ad. It's at Slayer Utica, Utica is how you spell Utica. What did they name that rat, Phil? There's a video. Oh, I saw that. Fuck. Yeah, Marion, I saw that. That video with the rodent in the background. Like, I don't even know. Is that a rat? Like, it kind of looked like an otter, but I know it wasn't an otter. And it looked like as fat, a woodchuck, I think is what it looked like. It looked more like a woodchuck. Like the fat one living under my neighbor's shed. That's what it looked like. Yeah, it was not a fucking chipmunk. No in hell. And it wasn't a squirrel because the tail just wasn't bushy enough, you know? And like when they run, like if their tails are up in the air, they don't keep it down on the ground. So that was not a squirrel. Or there was not a chipmunk or a squirrel. I keep a pet rat. It was a rat. It could have very well. It looked kind of small to be a rat. Like, what size are the fucking rats there? Like, they look like a big rat. Like, are Ninja Turtles mutant Ninja Turtles gonna come run out next? Like, that's not normal. Oh, your family has property up there in Louisville. Yeah, it's up north from me, like straight north, like on Route 12. And my son and I were just up there the other day, toward there. We went to, I think, we went past Boonville. We're following the Black River Canal Trail. We were seeing like the remnants of the old locks and everything, and the 4-lock system there in Boonville. And we went up past that. Maybe Lions Falls. Is that where we farthest we went? I don't remember now. Oh, I'll check Twitter too. Here. So it's a clip of Michelle. Oh my God, what the fuck? Ooh. Oh my God, it was so gross. I can't wait to show you guys. Guys, wait till you see this gross shit I just watched. Fuck. I was not expecting that. Ready, guys? Here we go.
Okay? She doxed me and you highlighted it.
You can see that? Did you see that?
Channel. Okay? She doxed me and you highlighted it.
Fuck. There was some crazy shit. What the fuck? Oh my God, I'm like scared. Like it's I don't know. It's you see kids do that, you know. They're close enough. Don't get me wrong, but they're kids. This was the oh my God, it was so worse, so much worse. She didn't even. It's almost like she went up there for something to eat. You know, like I think when kids do it, they do it because they don't know where else to put it or something stupid like that. They just put their fingers in their mouths. But it's like she went up there because she was hungry. Fuck, okay. Oh my God, like, what do you do with that? Oh my God. Oh, wrong one. So, I didn't close it, did I? No, that's right. Let's talk. That was it.
You know what? You know what? No, put my son's books, isn't I? Yeah, Amber said she was going to put $100 on my son's books, and she hadn't put a fucking cent. She hasn't put a
Why
cent.
is Amber doing that?
She's like, I'm going to put $100 on Michelle's son's books tomorrow. She hasn't done it. She hasn't put a cent. She's just an internet bully.
How dare you not take care of her son, Amber?
Yeah, they haven't put a cent on my son's books. She's just full of shit. She's just a bully. She's just a bully. She didn't put one cent.
She's a bully because she didn't give Michelle's son money in jail. That makes her a bully. Wow. Like, what would she call a real bully then? Like, that's bullying. Holy shit.
She hasn't put money on her son's books. Right? That's why. I know she can't afford it. I know she can't. She's just trying to rattle me, and that's why I'm taking time off. Chilling. But what I'm going to say is, you guys got to understand. Imagine somebody legitimately wanting to know when you peed, wanting to see your grocery receipts, wanting to see if you took your dog to the vet or not, wanting to see gas receipts, wanting to see every receipt that you do. Okay, is that fair? I just want a number one thing that's fair. Well, no,
it's fair. People can want to see anything they want. They have every right to want to see something. Whether or not you show them is up to you, and whether or not you put up with them constantly wanting to see something is also up to you.
Right. No, yeah, I want to see number one. You think it's fair that everyone sees all of your grocery list and everything?
That's not what she asked.
Or number two, if you think it's unfair. Like
her first question was, do you think it's fair that she wants to see everything? Or that she's asking, she wants to see it all. And then now, as she's asking the question, she flips it. Do you think it's fair that she gets to see? Like, who said anything about her getting to see? You said want to see.
You're a person that's looking at, but you're a normal person that's watching me online. I want to know if it's fair that you see grocery receipts, gas receipts, everything else. Or number two, if you think it's unfair.
Oh, look at that. A whole bunch of twos.
Seriously. One, if you think it's fair. Number two, if it's unfair that you see every single thing in a person's life.
So, question. Does she...
I mean, is it unfair to see, like, vet receipts?
Is she one of those people where, like, if you show up in her chat and you, like, say something or ask something or whatever, just not combative, not trying to cause trouble or stir shit up, but if you just ask anything kind of challenging her, you know, any kind of question that challenges her, questions her, does she then just automatically kick you right away or block you or ban you or mute you or whatever? Like, is she like Katie?
Grocery receipts, gas receipts. Is it unfair? Number two, or is it fair? Number one, that you have to answer every single bit of your life. I mean, you're watching me, but one, is it fair? Two, is it unfair that I have to show every single bit of my life? Do you think it's fair if you had to? Okay. Thank you. So, thank you. So I have a cooking show, right? And I talk real life with you guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for all the twos.
I'm going to say, like, K-Bear says, she gets money when people donate, then ask for a receipt for what it went to. And I'm people can ask for a receipt, but they can't, I don't think that they have any right to expect one unless there was something that was agreed upon before they gave the money. And it's fine if they require that before they give the money, this should be stated up front. And if it's agreed to upon by Michelle, then they should expect to see a receipt. If not, then take it from there. But like, yeah, without that agreement though beforehand, I don't think they have a right to expect to see a receipt. But sure, they can ask anyway. I mean, everyone's got a right to ask. Just, I don't think that entitles them to it. But do a lot of people ask her for receipts? Oh God, what is she called? Deuces. I don't want to know. I don't want to know, Cass. I don't want to know. I gotta know. What is she called? Deuces. Her face word when she eats someone and deuces. What? I'm locked. It's not hard. Oh my God. Yeah, the rope expert thing. I remember that. That's when I first became familiar with her or whatever. No, Amber comes from Don Yates. Okay. She was one of the first to demand a refund from Letitia. See, here's what Dirty Uncle Sal says. Apparently, Michelle has been all over YouTube. All over YouTube before landing where she's at now. I hear this is the first time I've heard that. But like, I can't find any trace or trail of her. Like, I can't find. Normally, you can see like screenshots of fucked up shit that fucked up people say on the internet, and you see a pattern. You see it's happened before. Whatever, there's evidence of it. I can't find any evidence from her. But I mean, I haven't looked that hard either. I'll be honest. But normally, you don't even have to look that hard. Exactly, Nadia. Yeah, I agree with that. People who gave Michelle money just gave her money. They don't need receipts. She begged them for it. She begged, they gave it. Yeah, it's their choice. And I get that. I mean, they can ask for a receipt. I mean, sure, but she doesn't have to provide one. But she's still always mad about Molly. Oh, yeah, I would say so. All right, I am going to wrap this up, though. It's after 12, and I'm tired. I'm hungry, too, all of a sudden. I have to work tomorrow night, so I'm not going to be streaming at all tomorrow. And I go in kind of early tomorrow, so I'm definitely not going to be streaming. Then I have to go to sleep when I come home. So thank you guys for being here, and I hope you guys enjoy the drink if you try to make it. I'd like to know why it is, though. Like, the pictures, I'll have it with yellow in the middle. I'd like to know why that is. I wonder if maybe, I don't know. I don't know what you think, but I wonder. But, like, it's just, they have the pineapple. It's with the pineapple juice. The pineapple juice is not thick, so it's not going to hold up the blue curacao and the rum. It's not, it can't. So, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. Good night, guys. Thanks for being here. I'll see you, I don't know, probably towards the end of the weekend. There's my exit door. Bye.